Hi, guys. Happy Sunday to everybody. We are back with another episode of Chit Chat Podcast. I'm excited about this Sunday. I know you guys are probably like, okay, what's she all dressed up? And you see the sash. But my special guest today, and you've seen the flyers, are some of the queens from the 2026 Petite USA Organization, and it gives us an opportunity to meet these ladies. So this week you get an opportunity to meet two of the queens. They will talk about their platform and the things that they are passionate about. I'm excited because it gives us more of an opportunity to get to know each other. So I need you guys to check in. Let us know that you're checking in. If you got questions for these ladies, please post your questions in the comments. We'll make sure that the questions get addressed as we go along with their interviews. But come and check these ladies out because these are my sister queens. I'm excited about them. These queens are more than crowns and sashes. They are leaders, they're advocates, they're entrepreneurs, and they're change makers. So grab your tea, get some snacks, get comfy so we can get down and get to know the women behind the crown. So as Chit Chat Podcast is bringing up these ladies, I'm going to give them an opportunity to give them a quick bio of themselves. And then we're going to dive straight into the interview because the hour go by so fast. And so we don't want you guys missing out on anything. So at this time, I'm going to have Jada bring our special guest from backstage and joining us. Hello, hello, hello.
Hi.
So we got Lauren here. Hi, Megan and Megan joining us. I'm going to give you guys the opportunity to introduce yourselves. So, Lauren, I will start with you. If you can introduce yourself, who you are, who you're representing, and the the state and organization you're
All right,
representing.
we're back. Sorry.
No
Lost audio.
problem. Thank you. We're getting ready to do quick bios. So we're going to start with Lauren, and then after Lauren, we'll start with you, Megan.
Yes, I am Lauren Marshall. I am Ms. Arizona Petite USA 2026. This is my Sash's first event. She got here right around Christmas. It was the best Christmas present I could have gotten. I've been in Arizona for almost 2 years and I absolutely love it. The sun and the desert are definitely my home now.
Awesome. Arizona is beautiful. We was talking backstage where we was talking about all the spas and the places there in Arizona. So definitely going to have to get with Lauren so I can come out and visit Arizona.
Yes.
So Megan, Miss Megan Dyer.
I can't hear you, Shan.
Oh, you can't hear me? Oh,
I
wow.
can hear Lauren though.
Oh, you can hear Lauren? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I can be impromptu.
Okay. I'm gonna while
host.
while you go, before you go and give your bio, I'm gonna jump off and come back in because I don't want to miss your bio as well.
So I guess we get to take over for 10
We're
seconds before
taking
she gets back.
over.
Taking over the podcast. It's the returning queens.
The returning queens. Hi, queens. Hi, oh, wait. Yeah, is that Deanna? Lachey? Diana?
Yeah.
Hi, Diana. Hey,
Gosh,
girl.
I love it. Megan, I'm so glad that you're coming back too. It's gonna be so much fun.
Oh, I'm so excited. So I actually was hired from pageantry and I came back. This is my first pageant in 2.5 years.
Girl, I feel that in my soul.
Yeah. Yeah. I took a break, started med school. I was like, we'll come back when life starts to relax a little.
I love it. I do the same thing. I'm like, I'm retired, so I got rid of all my stuff and I'm having to buy all new stuff. I was like,
Exactly.
cool.
Awesome.
Bye,
Okay,
money.
I'm back. Are you guys able to hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes.
Awesome. Awesome. So Megan, go ahead. Kick us off with your intro.
Hi, I'm Megan Dyer, Ms. Illinois Petite, coming from the windy city of Chicago.
Chicago, Chi-Town. Marshall, that's the hosting. That's the
I
hosting.
know. I'm so excited to meet everyone, for everyone to come see my city, come see Chicago, come just enjoy the entire vibes of, and it's, so we always call it summertime shy. So it's just another feeling of just fun and sun and joy. So I can't wait for everyone to come and just experience the Chicago vibes.
Yeah, so you got to be the hostess with the mostest.
Oh, yeah. I'm the hostess with the mostest. I got you.
Yes, yes.
We should
Awesome. I
do
love it.
like a time where we all just do like sightseeing and you can be our tour guide while we're there.
Yes. Yeah.
Right.
Well, Rosemont, where we're having it at, is actually in a really central area where there's like shopping, they have food, they have bowling. Like we can make it a whole girl thing if we wanted to.
Oh, that would be so
Awesome.
Right in
fun.
the area. Yeah.
So
Yes,
fun.
I'm excited because I've
Whoa.
flown into Chicago, but I've never like stayed over and had time to spend in Chicago. So I'm excited
Yeah.
about it. I told both of the kids, I was like, okay, I'm gonna need you guys to be available so we can like explore the city together.
Mm-hmm.
You So, because my son, he's always looking to do things, especially big cities. He's a big city person now. He's never coming back to the South.
That's crazy. I want to move to the South.
Yeah, I told my sisters, don't ever think your nephew is coming back other than a visit because he loves New York City. He's never
Oh, yeah.
back.
New York is fun. Yeah, I've
Yeah,
been there a couple of times. Yeah, it's fun. But I
yeah.
I don't do like the super touristy stuff. Like I haven't done Times Square and all that, but I did all of the museums. I'm a
Oh,
Okay.
museum kid when I travel.
Yes, yes. So awesome. So we're gonna do a quick little icebreaker, ladies. So just to kind of warm you guys up before we get into the interview. So give one word that describes your reign so far, your reign of your title so far.
mm,
That is a very good and
that
difficult
is.
question to summarize it in one word.
For me, I'm going to say comeback. Because I was actually talking to Lauren that I actually retired from pageantry, and this is my first pageant back since. I
Okay.
was reigning Ms. Black Bolingbrook, and then I won first runner up Ms. Black Illinois USA. And then I got into medical school, and life was getting a little busy, so I was like, we're gonna have to put the pageant shoes away for at least a year.
Mhm.
So we're coming back better than ever. I'm excited. I'm ready. I'm just ready to learn. This will be my first time on a national stage as well. So comeback queen is here. I'm ready.
Look,
I love
I'm
that.
I'm thinking like I'm almost 50. What was I thinking? But I'm excited. I'm
Yes.
excited because I did pageants when I was a younger girl and in my teen years. So that's the last time I did it. So, and because I'm in a different season in my life right now, I think this pageant came right in it was like the perfect, thing for the storm that I was in. And so
Exactly.
it just has like brought so much things to so many things out of me to keep the distractions away. And so
Yeah.
I'm so focused now on that it's taking my focus off the other stuff.
I feel
Yes.
like Petite USA is the system that like finds you when you need it the most.
Yeah.
Yes,
And
yeah,
I
Uh,
and
yeah.
I also thought I retired from pageantry until last year. And like you said, like I'm in a completely different season of my life. Like I'm not even close to the same person I was when I competed before. So I
Mhm.
feel like I want to say organized chaos, but that's two words. So I'm just going to
Hmm.
go with organized because I feel like I'm being a lot more methodical about like what do I want to do with this? How do I want to amplify not only what I believe in with my platform, but
Mhm.
the voices of those affected by my platform and
Right.
the Petite USA system. How do I want to strategically do that?
Right.
And how do I want to make it really fun?
Yeah.
Because I feel like sometimes we just do what we think we're supposed to do and not what's fun for us and what we think is going to be the most impactful.
Because we want to enjoy it too. You
Yeah.
don't want it like it be a whole experience and you've been so like so focused that you're not enjoying it as well.
Enjoy. Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I want it to be enjoyable. So I have not had any pressure, even though I know it's like a
Perfect.
national stage. The only pressure I was concerned about was like the attire. I was like, we're not gonna have to be in bathing suits, are we at 50? So when they told us no, just athletic wear, I was like, okay, good. I can do that. I was like, whew.
I'm
Yeah.
thinking about competing, like, after I get married and when I get older, and I'm like, man, I'm so excited to do activewear. I'm so done with swimsuit. Even though I love it,
Yeah.
I'm like, it's
Oh
gonna
my
be a
gosh.
different kind of fun, like a
Yeah.
different kind of attitude you can present on stage. So that's gonna be fun to learn.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Most definitely. And we got some comments. Somebody said the South is where it's at. Tequila
Yes,
said, let's do it,
girl.
ladies. Yeah, girl, I know. I got I'm hoping I can keep these good genes. So that when because my kids probably not gonna have give me grandkids until I'm probably like 75. So I got to look young at 75 because look, they're not trying to have kids at all. I'm just getting fur babies. I'm getting their dogs. But we're gonna keep going with our icebreaker. So coffee or tea, ladies?
Oh, I'm gonna have to go with coffee.
Yes,
I
I'm
just
crossing
need the
the.
more caffeine. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I
Yeah.
say call it coffee. I'm definitely tea. I don't drink coffee,
Okay.
but you know, I'm a Starbucks girl. Give me the medicine ball all day,
Oh.
every day.
Mhm.
I can't with Starbucks. I can't.
I have settled with Starbucks
Settling is
since I
crazy.
moved here because I was from Washington State and we had all the
Yeah.
coffee. I
Mm-hmm.
I was just telling my fiance, I'm like, I miss my little teeny tiny coffee shop that it was
Mm-hmm.
literally like the size of this room and they would make the most amazing coffees.
Yep.
Yes.
And I miss it so much. I'm like,
Yes.
now
Yes.
I have Starbucks.
Yes. So, but you'll look. That'll be the first thing we do, Lauren, when we get to Chicago in July. We're hitting Starbucks. Hopefully,
I'm
it's
here
one in
for
our.
it.
Hopefully, it's one in our hotel because
There
usually
is.
hotels have
There
There
one.
is.
is. Yep.
Yeah.
There is.
And
We'll
it's
be
a
hitting
good one.
Starbucks. Then we'll be hitting Starbucks.
I
Yes.
do have a mild Starbucks tumbler addiction.
Oh,
Too.
Because I'm like, I need my water. I need because I drink like the Celsius mix-in energy drinks. I'm like, I need that. And then if I
Mhm.
like make an iced coffee at home, I have that. So I have like 4 or 5 cups going at one time. And I need to know which one is which. So I need different
Yeah.
colors.
Me too.
right.
Me too.
Then they get marked down. You definitely want to grab a couple.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have another one: heels or sneakers?
I'm a
Oh,
sneaker
that's
girly. I'm
so
gonna be honest. I
hard.
live in Chicago. I do a lot of walking. Heels are for um going out, honestly. I work in healthcare, so I'm in gym shoes all day. You
Oh,
know,
awesome.
heels are more of like if I'm going out, obviously pageantry or anything like that. Like anytime I'm going out, even if it's like to the store, I might put like a little mule on or something. But I am a gym shoe girly through and through. I work in healthcare. I love my sneakers.
So you like that
I
comfy?
also love sneakers. I
Yes.
rocked black sparkly sneakers all year at nationals unless I was on stage.
Yes, me.
But I work I work very like a very corporate vibe kind of job, so it's
Mm,
very wear your blazers, wear your dress, wear your Louboutins, like so it's nice that I get to kind of do both.
yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So if I'm
See, and
not at
that's
work,
me.
I'm wearing my Vans.
I'm heels all day, but I'm a girly girly.
Love
I've always
heels.
been a girly girly.
Love heels.
So
I love
I'm
them.
trying to get into the sneakers, but I'm the person that I have a pair of Jordans that I've had since 2005 because
Yes.
I don't wear them all. I don't wear sneakers all the time. So I can keep shoes for like 10 years.
Yeah.
Look
Yeah.
like they're 3 years old because I don't wear sneakers like that. But yeah, I'm trying to get into the sneaker era because I've been in heels for so long for
I
work,
love
all of that.
yeah.
But yeah, I guess when I become a grandma,
Oh, when you become a
Nah, you
grandma,
can
you
be a
go you
bougie
gonna wish
grandma.
you had some sneakers then. You
right?
gonna wish.
Take them babies, them grandbabies around.
Okay.
Yeah,
You're gonna get your good cardio in, I promise.
right,
I
right.
remember they told us at work recently when they changed our appearance guidelines. And they're like, yeah, on Fridays you can wear sneakers. I was like, you mean I can come to work in my Vans? And they're like, yeah, absolutely. I was like, nope, don't like it. I'm gonna wear my heels. Thank you. Mm-mm, it's
Right.
weird.
I wish they would tell me that, but I'm getting ready to retire, so it won't even
So
matter.
it doesn't matter.
It
Yes.
ain't gonna matter. So we're gonna get to some get to know you questions. So the first question I'm gonna ask you guys, and then you can you just jump in when you have your answer. Who were you before the crown?
I was a nerd and I'm still a nerd. I so I call it the nerd trilogy. It's Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, and Harry Potter.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And like to the point of I took a Lord of the Rings analysis class when I was in college, and I have Star Wars tattoos,
All right, girl.
and I
You
read
are
Harry
a fan.
Potter. I read the series at least once a year.
You are
Look,
definitely a fan.
for
Yeah,
sure, for
it's a
sure.
lifestyle.
I know
Like I
that's
have my little Harry Potter like squishmallows on my bed.
Awesome.
So yeah,
Awesome.
I was a nerd and I will always be a nerd.
Look, stay true to who you are. I love that.
exactly. Exactly. Before the crown, same. Definitely was a nerd because I love anime. I read manga. Um,
Hmm.
but I also call myself like a little granny because I crochet. So I would
Me
say I was
too.
definitely like a little granny before getting back to
Oh,
pageantry. Like during that time of like stress when I needed time from school, crocheting was like what I went to. When I wasn't doing pageantry, I was just crocheting. So
awesome.
Same girl. We'll
That
just
seemed
be
like
the ones
a
at
real
nationals, just like
depressing.
sitting there, just like
literally,
making stuff.
Oh, we
Our
got
national
a comment.
misses.
We have
yes.
we have a comment that says anime recommendations for beginners.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So like that depends on like the vibe. Like, are you that? I mean, okay, all right. A really good one, a short one to start off with. You can start off with Demon Slayer. It's brand new. That one's a good one. My favorite of all time is My Hero Academia, but it has 8 seasons and it's like 30 episodes a season. So start with. I always say start with something that piques your interest, whether you're into like romance, action, comedy, or anything like that. Start with the genre, and then just kind of see what piques your interest, what it's about, read the little description on it, and just see what you like.
Awesome. Awesome. So we're gonna keep going. So what made you say yes, I'm going for the Petite USA title?
I wanted to come back to a system that really, really valued their queens and showcased everyone, not just their national title holders.
Yeah.
And one of my best friends was the national miss a couple of years ago, and her and I competed together. And she's like, "Dude, you gotta come to Petite USA." So I finally decided to, and I've always loved the fact that I'm vertically challenged.
Mhm.
So I was like, you know what? Then I can showcase even one of the parts that some people make fun of me for, notably my dad, but it's his fault, and I remind him of that. Um, and I'm like, you know what? I love being short and petite, so let's go to a system that's gonna appreciate that and
Yeah.
pride themselves on having petite queens.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
always saying big things come in small packages. So,
exactly.
Yes.
both of my
Exactly.
always towered me. They grew up always being taller than me or whatever. But, I've always wanted to be so tall. When I was growing up, people would tell my mom when I was like fourth grade, I was considered tall for my age. And
Yeah.
people were like, oh, she's going to be so tall. And grade, I was 5'4", and so I'm thinking I'm about to be like 5'9", 5'10" model size or whatever. I stayed 5'4" and been stuck at 5'4" ever since. So I
It's
don't
the
know what
curse of people saying you're gonna be tall, and then you're like,
yes.
"Yes, I am," and
Yes.
then the next year you're like, "I'm the same height as I was this time last year.
I'm
I'm
like,
not
I've
going."
been the same height since sixth grade.
Yes.
Yes, yes. But I love it, lady. So when we talk about the when we're talking about the crown and what this moment helped you realize and mean to you, what was the moment you realized I actually belong here?
As a retired and coming back older pageant girly, it was different knowing that there actually was a pageant that was specifically for petite women. I grew up watching gorgeous, statuesque women walking across the stage, and I never felt like I could, compare. And it was kind of disheartening in a way because there are girls who, want to do pageantry for the title or just want it for the crown. But when you actually meet, know, and are best friends with title holders, it kind of shifts your entire mindset about what pageantry is. And to know that there is a pageant that's specifically for us petite women, it's like, okay, I do finally feel like I belong. I feel like someone can actually see me. I feel seen. I feel heard. I feel like I don't feel
Awesome.
out of touch, because I'm small.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I feel like it's moments like this too when we get together and we talk about things and we
Hmm.
realize like, oh my gosh, you're a nerd too. You're a little grandma too. Like
Yeah.
what? I'm sitting here, I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna text you after this and be like, okay, what are you crocheting right now? Here's my
Oh my
projects.
goodness, I
Like
can't
what
wait
can
to
we
show you my
like
little
what can we
prosthetic stage.
bring? So I'm this is my craft room and I'm literally looking at probably like 75 skeins of yarn. And I'm
Yes.
like,
Oh,
okay, what can I bring to nationals? And we can like make like a queen's something while we're there just for
Yes.
funsies.
right.
Yeah, that'd be
It's
so fun.
it's moments like this because you're like,
Mm.
these aren't just women I'm essentially competing against for a crown. It's like these are women who are going to be my friend and I'll be able to
Yeah.
talk to them about things
Yeah.
Yeah.
and enjoy life with them and learn from them. And I think that's the best part about this system is it's
Mhm.
not like there's not a bunch of mean girls. We're
Yeah,
all here
everyone's so friendly.
because yeah, it's like we're all here because we love being petite and walking into this room of all these amazing and talented and accomplished women, we already have that one thing in common. So it's like what else can we find out about each other to uplift each other?
Yeah.
Right. Right. Yeah. And like I said in the intro, um, women are, advocates. They're, entrepreneurs. There's so many things, titles behind the crowns what these women, each women have, and what role they're stepping in, and what role they play every day. But one of the major things about me for the Petite organization is, because I do, my podcast caters to the everyday woman. I felt like that's what the Petite organization does. Like it's
Absolutely.
inclusive.
Mhm.
Like it's inclusive. Like it don't want to leave anybody out. And so
Yeah.
I felt inclusive with that
Mhm.
organization.
Mhm.
And and because I was a big advocate about, wanting women to be included, or feeling safe, or feeling like, they belong, it was perfect for me. So
Mhm. Yeah.
yeah, so I think we didn't get your answer, Megan, on um what was the question? Who are you before the crown? Did we get that?
Oh yeah, the nerdy girl that's crocheting and being a little grandma.
Yeah, right.
Or literally
That's
like copy paste girl. It makes me so happy.
so we kind of already touched this. So what are some of the stereotypes about petite women, that you hear that we have kind of shattered just because we're entering into this organization? And Lauren just, she mentioned the fact that she's a nerd and she remains being a nerd,
Yeah.
and but it doesn't take away from her being the petite woman that she is, that carries carries this big stick, because she's working in corporate world, and she
Exactly.
does other things, and so there's so many things that that we can break the ceiling about when it comes to petite women, because there's petite women out there being a CEO of organizations. I mean, even look at our pageant organizer, CEO.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
Jenna's
Yeah,
fantastic. I
Queen.
love her
Oh,
so
iconic
much.
queen.
yeah,
Yes.
Absolutely. And I love it. At National, she's running around in like hot pink outfit, everything.
Ah,
And I'm just like, this is where I'm supposed to be. There's
ah.
pink, there's
right,
glitter, it's great.
right. Okay, so we're going to further our interview. What does leadership look like to you outside the pageant world?
I think one of my favorite quotes that I've used, especially in my work, is being a leader is not showing people your superpower, it's showing them their superpower.
Mm-hmm.
And whether that means leading by example, if you're advocating and someone isn't able to advocate for themselves or is too afraid to, or they just don't think that they can, advocating for them and walking through that process with them. Or if it's like even at the pageant, if you see, the typical, if you see someone sitting by themselves, go sit with them.
Right.
And that's taking kind of that queen mentality kind of into everyday life. It's showing others that they can be there too. And that's why I started competing, is I want other petite women, other people who are affected by my platform to see that you can do great things. Even though someone says you can't because you're short, you can't do this because XYZ, does not mean you actually can. It means they just don't think you can. So now you
Right.
have to show them. My mom always said, do it twice and get t-shirts.
Right. Look, don't ever tell me what I can't do, because I'm going to have to prove you that I can. Look,
Exactly.
I mean, I can, get the things that are at the top of the cabinet. But if I get me a chair, a stool,
If
or
I'm climbing
whatever,
on that counter, we're good.
look, I'm
Mhm.
getting it. I'm gonna prove to you that I can get it, because there's been plenty of times I've been like, God, the kids are not home and I can't get that. So I got to figure out how I can get something off the counter at the top of the shelf. But yeah, don't ever tell us what we can't do, because then we're gonna start proving you wrong about
Exactly.
what we can. So what about you, Megan?
Leadership to me means being your authentic self, being truly you. And I think some people confuse being a boss and a leader as like the same. Being a boss is someone who can just tell people what to do, dictate and delegate all day. But a leader is going to be the one in there, in the nitty gritty, in the dirty things with you, doing it with you. It's not like we're putting on the crown and the sash to look pretty. And then, we're standing in front of a homeless shelter and saying, "Oh, I did 30 hours." Like, I'm literally there with a ponytail and a t-shirt in gym shoes.
Yes.
I'm really out there helping these people. I'm giving out blessing bags. I'm doing what I need to do. That is being a leader, and doing things that you don't want to do. Being put in positions that you may not feel like doing, but you're doing it anyway. That's a real leader.
Yeah, in the trenches. I call it
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
trenches.
what I call. Yeah, I call
Yeah.
like my friends. I always say I'm in the med school trenches. So call me in about 2.5 years. We can go for lunch.
Right.
I do that too. I'm like, I'm
Same
in the
thing.
weeds. Like, let
Yeah,
me just let me coast through the weeds
yeah,
right now.
exactly,
And to
exactly.
and to kind of piggyback off your authenticity comment, I think that's especially hard for us who are nerds, who are little grandmas
Yeah,
in the pageant world industry, however you want to refer to it, because we're supposed to be these super girly girls.
yeah,
We do our full face every day. We wear eyelashes, as I'm sitting here with a full face and eyelashes. But we feel like, or at least I feel like, I'm not supposed to want
yeah.
to sit and watch Star Wars and crochet my blanket.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Mm-hmm.
I'm not supposed to want to sit here in my little room and read my books. I'm supposed to go makeup shopping or go buy shoes, which I obviously do all
Exactly.
the time. Anyways, but I think the biggest turning point for me this year for that was watching the news headlines about the woman who won Miss Chile, and her talent was
Oh yeah.
singing death metal.
Oh my goodness, what a
Yes,
icon for that. Okay,
it was
because
phenomenal. I watched it and I was
yes,
like, this is my people.
Girl.
exactly,
And my
exactly.
boss came running into my office. He's
Mhm.
fantastic. He loves all thing like fashion and everything. He's like, "Oh, you got new extensions." He's like, "Do you have your evening gown picked out?" So everything like
Yeah.
pageanty, he's so excited about. And he also loves death metal music. So he runs into my office and he goes, "Did you see?" And he's like
Yes.
showing me the video. And I was like, "Man, this is cool." She went out
Mhm.
there and showed her authentic self
Yeah.
and won. I'm like, this is a leader. This is someone I look up to. I said,
Exactly.
how, and I thought, like, how can I do that? So I
Hmm.
think, you and I bringing our nerdiness and our little grandma-ness
Yeah.
to nationals and
Oh,
showcasing that, that's gonna be awesome.
And
yeah.
then you're gonna grab a whole lot of others who's gonna say, you know what? I like that. I like that. I like that. I like the crocheting, calms me, or,
Hmm.
gives
Yeah.
Yeah.
depressed. Or I like that. I like talking to Lauren and learning the nerdy side, because, who cares if I don't, I don't have to be, you know, something else. I can, act like I know something, because I don't been with the nerds, and I don't got gain
Exactly.
all knowledge now.
Exactly. And that's what I'm
I know
doing, like
all the
teaching
Marvel stuff.
others. Exactly. Teaching
Yes.
others, bringing others into your world and you being
Right.
into their world as well. Because I love Harry Potter. I am a Harry Potter stan, Slytherin. So I'm right there with you. But like most people don't even know that there are multiple houses in Harry Potter. They can't even name them. They probably can't name anybody
Right.
other than Harry Potter and Hermione and You know what I'm saying? Like, but
Like,
that's what we're here for. We're
it's like
here
one of
for
those
that.
tell me you didn't read the books without telling me you didn't read the books.
Exactly.
Right. Right. Look,
So my favorite.
I have to go to my kids for that, because they was the fans of that, because I'm much older. I'll be like, what was that about? But my son has pulled me into some of the Marvel movies. So anytime
Oh,
a Marvel
Marvel's
movie comes
good.
out, he's like, Mom, we're going on a date to the movie.
Yes.
That's
So
so
he takes
fun.
me to see it.
Me.
Yeah. So
My
I
favorite,
Marvel.
like how
introduced to Marvel.
nerddom like influenced my life is I actually met my fiance when we were 17
Oh,
at the midnight premiere of the Deathly Hallows Part 2 movie.
awesome. So we know that
That's
there was a
so
common.
cute.
So we are, and like literally half of our decorations for the house, like for the holidays, so we have like Halloween, Christmas, all the things, we have Harry Potter like everywhere. Like for Halloween it's all like Death Eater vibes, and
Oh,
then for Christmas we have like Hogwarts at Christmas time.
Oh, y'all definitely have some stuff in common. So
yes.
Yes.
you
Oh, I
check
love
that
it.
off the list real
Yeah,
quick.
we're gonna be talking more after this for sure. Cause
Yes,
I
yes.
just I have to get I need to know more.
See,
Girl, have
that's
you
what
been
this
to the
is all
Harry Potter
about.
store in
Of
Chicago?
course. Of course.
That
I
was
already got my cape. I already got my new one. I already got my book. I already got I got it all. I
I
got
got
it all.
all my stuff too when I was there, when I was there for nationals last time, and I bought like the Swarovski Deathly Hallows necklace. I'm like,
Yes. Got it.
mm-hmm,
Y'all
Definitely got it.
yep,
full costume. Y'all gonna be a full costume.
oh yeah.
Yes.
So we're gonna keep going for the interview. How do you plan to use your title to make a real impact?
Thinking outside of the box. My
Awesome. I love
platform
that.
is very it's not the usual type of platform you would used to hear. And it has I'll say it can have a little bit of a sting to it sometimes if you're not ready. But
Mm-hmm.
I always feel as though when you feel uncomfortable hearing something, that's just your body telling you that you're not ready to hear it. And my platform focuses on Black equity and Black maternal health care. And, most people are not familiar with what's going on in maternal health care. So it's not just Black women that are suffering, women, moms in general are dying, giving birth and bringing life into this world. And it's something that we need to talk about. It's not something that we can just bypass. If I'm not mistaken, I think either in the 23 or 2024 petite pageant, there was a pregnant queen. And
Oh
I
wow.
was here for it. Yeah, I think it was a Universal Queen. I have to double check. Don't quote me if it's US, but it might be Universal US. But there was a queen. She was very much pregnant, and she was up there doing her thing. She was a missus, and she was strutting and loving. And I just thought that was
We have
amazing.
another one
So
this year in the Mrs. division.
I love that
Oh
because that also shows the type of women that Petite is accepting. Like it doesn't matter if you have a baby on the way. We still want you to come because you can be a leader and you can still be the queen that we need, even if you're bringing in life.
yeah.
Absolutely.
I
And,
love that.
to me that speaks volume. That's
Yeah,
queendom
that's
speaks.
queendom.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Absolutely.
speaks of
Exactly.
that, because no matter who you are, what background, ethnicity, wherever you came from, social
Hmm.
background, you have the right and the you can step in that room and own that room and have queendom and be inclusive and
Hmm.
be entitled just as
Exactly.
anybody else, and it doesn't
Absolutely.
matter like where you came from. So I love that. And
Exactly.
if that is true, that is awesome that they do
Yeah.
that. Probably why they're
Hmm.
Hmm.
blessed beyond measures with
Yes.
the organization because of that. So
Absolutely.
since we're
I
getting
would say for
go ahead.
mine, so I've been involved with my platform, officially involved with my platform since probably since 6th grade. And that's when I started speaking on it. And I think the really unique thing about my platform is it's based on a awareness for a genetic disorder that I have.
Okay.
And the running joke is everyone is tested for it because it's mandated to be tested for through newborn screening, but nobody knows what it is because it's a rare disease.
Hmm.
So not only advocating for awareness about it, since it's something that is becoming more common as the population grows, but also because it's recommended that treatment is for life.
Mhm.
And currently, the treatments are not mandated to be covered by insurance, and they're very expensive.
Oh, wow.
So, a big part of my making a difference, especially for my platform, is advocacy, whether that's state level advocacy, national levels, speaking at conferences, traveling around, just like doing things out of the box.
Yeah.
I do fundraisers with Major League Baseball teams because they all do like fundraiser nights.
Mhm.
And all of that funding goes to the regional nonprofits to do their summer camps. And it's fun. And who doesn't like baseball?
Right.
So, especially when I do it with the Mariners in Seattle, because Seattle baseball stadium has the best garlic fries in the history of forever. And I feel like that's the main reason that I do one there is for the garlic fries. So just so I have an excuse to go eat the garlic fries.
Awesome. Awesome. So since we're getting into the platform and the passion about platforms, I'll start with you, Megan.
Okay.
Um, what was your what is your platform cause and what made you most passionate about it and why?
So my platform, the cause is called Birth Equity Now, Rush for Justice. And Rush stands for Restore, Unify, Support, and Heal. Um, During this time, my plan is to just eliminate the social and socioeconomic disparities in maternal health care by
Mhm.
trying to restore health trust in healthcare systems, in the community voices, supporting any expecting families. And I plan to do that holistically since I am in naturopathic medical school right now. So trying to do that holistically, meaning home births or water births or even just having a birth at a hospital without medicine, things like that. And then just kind of healing the generational trauma through education, advocacy, and naturopathic care.
Awesome. So,
That's
um,
amazing.
Thank
with
you.
your background, kind of give us some information how you plan to utilize your medical background in providing the advocacy for this
Yeah,
platform.
so I've actually been in healthcare for about 15 years. I started off as a certified nursing assistant and I started in med surge. So I got very well rounded. But then I fell in love with labor and delivery and postpartum. But
Mm,
I noticed while I was there, a lot of the moms were being ignored in a way. Like if they were saying they had pain or if they were saying they felt like this, they were kind of being ignored. And there was one experience that I will never forget that was like, okay, I need to advocate for women like this. She was a bariatric patient. She was over 300 pounds. She had literally just given birth to twins. Um, and it was a spontaneous pregnancy. Everything went well, but she was considered high risk. She was considered, they put her on all these kind of medications, things like that. She didn't want any, she didn't want to do a C-section. And I felt like they weren't really listening to what she wanted as a mom. They were just telling her what she should do because of her size. And I didn't like that because we could have figured out ways to maybe go about it in a more holistic way or even a healthier way, trying to address her diet, trying to address her,
right.
being more active, things like that, instead of just going straight to C-section. I didn't like that. And then she ended up hemorrhaging really badly in the postpartum care, and she almost lost her life because they were
Oh,
ignoring her saying, oh, the blood's not that bad, the pain's not that bad. And it really affected me. And even though she was not an African American woman, it still didn't matter. I was nowhere near being a mom, nowhere close to being a mom. But just seeing that, I was like, oh my goodness, is this happening all the time?
wow. Yeah.
And then when I got pregnant, my insurance company wasn't going to cover any prenatal care unless something was wrong with my child.
Oh, wow.
So
Okay.
I was stuck feeling alone. I felt disrespected as a mom because, that's the point, to go to get prenatal care. You guys are honest about getting prenatal care, but you're not covering it, even if we have a healthy baby.
Right.
And some of the moms feeling just completely pushed to the side, after a while. Black women are 2 times more likely to die giving birth and 3 times more likely to have infant mortality deaths out
Oh,
of
wow.
anyone. And as a mother, I was like, I'm going to have my child naturally, even though I work in traditional medicine. I got a lot of I'll say I had some haters. I'm not gonna lie because no one believed in me. It was my first child ever. But I wanted to do natural. I wanted to do a home birth, all natural, the way I wanted to do it, no intervention. And the area that I worked in, which is OBGYN, no one supported that.
Mm.
And I wish I had that support. And I was so grateful and thankful for my family. I was like, I'm going to do this. And by the grace of God, because I would not have been able to get through med school or without having my child, without God, I would not be here today because I'm just so grateful that I'm alive to see my because of the disparities that are happening in our community.
Oh
So
wow.
with my brain, I definitely wanted to get out there and just talk to moms in general and then go, into the African American communities and compare. Like, how do you feel over in this area? What do you feel like in this area? Do you feel supported? Do you feel heard? Did you get what you needed? Things like that. So I'm hoping to kind of open people's minds and think outside the box of what advocacy looks like because it may not always be about mental health or you know, supporting women or uplifting. We want to advocate for mental health for women in postpartum depression. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Advocate for women having equal health care in prenatal care, things like that. So still reaching and making sure that it's inclusive, but still I want to narrow it down to get to the smaller populations that do not have a voice.
Absolutely. And I love that. And I'm so glad that you're passionate about this, where you are, giving it the voice that it needs.
Yes.
Thank you for that. I'm very excited for you because I think this is just a start. I think you're
Yeah.
gonna be pushed. So with that being said, the mission and future goals of Rush for Justice,
Mhm.
plus some of those what you have um planning for Rush for Justice.
Sure. So for the R for Rush, I want to rebuild the trust in the maternal health care system by promoting respectful, trauma-informed, and culturally sensitive information because we have to make sure that we are thinking about culture when women are having babies.
Hmm.
I want to uplift the community by making the Black women feel heard, making Indian women feel heard, making Hispanic women feel heard, feeling the white mothers feel heard. I want everyone to feel heard in their own population, in their own community, and still feel like they have help everywhere else. I don't feel so isolated. So making sure that we support each other with the S by making sure that even though my sister over here lives in Arizona, she's a nerd just like me and we both can crochet. Like I can always reach out there and say, please talk to me about the genetic testing because I work in OB/GYN and I would love to hear why it may have been missed, how we could probably help figure out a way to pinpoint it next time so that you don't have to go so long with this diagnosis, not knowing what's going on with you. And then just healing the trauma that comes with healthcare. Sometimes women have traumatic pregnancies. I was blessed, thank God, to have a great pregnancy, but I don't have friends that have. I am the only one that I know personally that has had a great pregnancy. I've had my friends have losses or doctors having, pulling babies out weird and they're stuck with deformities or, mothers not getting the proper prenatal care or, they having to go to different doctors, things like that. So I just really want to get a rush on this to get the justice for the moms that really deserve it.
Awesome. I love that. I
Thank
love
you.
it. I can hear the passion. That
Yes.
you have.
Because I'm a mom. I'm a boy mom. So I'm like, come on, moms,
Oh
let's do
yeah.
it. I want to hear how did you feel? How was everything going? I had a great experience, but I don't want to hear about my great experience. I want to hear about your great experience or your not so great. How can we help that? How can we fix it?
Right. Absolutely.
I
Absolutely.
I
So
love that you bring in your own experience to it and say, "Hey, I know that my good experience in pregnancy isn't always the norm, so I want to hear
Exactly.
everybody else's." That's fantastic.
Exactly.
uh,
Because I had a natural water birth at a birthing center, which is outside the norm of what my traditional medicine background would support.
Yeah.
So that was also, it was funny, kind of teeter tottering on those, like working
mhm.
in traditional medicine, but transitioning into naturopathic medicine. So they were like, why are you having a natural baby and you work in the hospital? Because I know the facts of what happens to Black women in the
Right,
Right.
because
hospital.
I know what happens in the hospital.
Exactly. Like I work here, but I'm here to help you. But for me personally,
You taking
I'm
your
gonna have
health
my son
as a
naturally.
priority. Yeah, absolutely. Your health is a priority number one.
Exactly. Exactly.
Awesome. So thank you.
I
Thank you,
love
Megan, for
it.
that.
Thank you. Thank
We're
you.
going
And now I have to follow that, Megan,
Ah, see,
too.
I do want to hear about yours because this genetic thing, I've never heard that before. I need to know
I'm
more.
so excited to know if you've ever heard about it when I say it.
Okay.
I'm like my spidey senses are tingling. I'm excited. So my platform is called, I actually recently changed the name, which is
Okay.
fantastic. It was originally just paving the way for PKU, but I really wanted to pull in that I use my personal experience as well. So it's from personal experience to public impact, paving the way for PKU. And
Yes.
PKU is short for phenylketonuria,
Mhm.
which is a rare genetic disorder that it causes the body to not produce the enzyme in the liver to break down protein from food.
Mhm.
And it's diagnosed through newborn screening. I believe right now it's about one in every 20-ish thousand have PKU. I was one of the lucky ones, diagnosed at 9 days old. So the treatment for PKU is, I want to say, relatively simple, but it's not simple at all. It's a diet of low protein medical foods, some fruits, some vegetables, depending on tolerance, and a medical formula, which has the protein broken down into its base amino acids and then the phenylalanine amino acid removed.
Mm.
None of that is required to be covered by insurance.
Right. That's the issue.
So
That's
that's
the
that's the issue.
Mhm.
And we have a couple of new treatments as well. One is a tablet you take based on weight, and it helps boost the enzyme production you have. If you are like zero enzyme functioning like me, it doesn't work. And I actually got kicked out of the clinical trials because of that.
Mm.
The other new one, which is only right now approved for, I believe, age 16 and up, is an enzyme substitution therapy. So it's a daily injection, similar to how you would inject insulin,
Mhm.
that goes in and it breaks down the protein for you.
Right.
So then that leads into a whole other thing of like, okay, now I can eat normal.
Yeah.
How do I do that?
Mhm. Mhm.
Wow.
And those you have to fight with your insurance depending on who you have.
Exactly.
But the food and formula, which is absolutely essential, if it's not caught and treated right away, it
Mhm.
causes severe irreversible brain damage,
Mm.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
specifically to like the frontal lobe development. So
Mhm.
personality, decision making,
Yep.
rationalization, executive functioning, all of those things. So it's really imperative that it's treated right away. But that is left up to the states and
Mhm.
their own insurance companies to decide if they want to cover it. It's covered by TRICARE, which is the military insurance.
Yeah.
And we've been working to get a bill passed that requires a minimum base coverage. And one was just reintroduced. So advocacy is going to be kicking back in, and I'm actually going to the state advocacy day here in Arizona for with the rare disease legislative advocates
Good.
on the 2nd. So that'll be my first in-person one here in Arizona. I'm very excited.
Yeah.
Awesome.
But the biggest part for me is not just raising the awareness, but it's building that sense of community because we are so
Mhm.
rare. The amount of people I've met in adulthood who are like, I've never met anybody else with PKU and I'm 35 years old. Imagine being that isolated and you don't know
Exactly.
anybody else like you.
Exactly.
It's it's similar to being, to being a short girl in a tall pageant. It's
Exactly.
I'm the only one who
Right.
stands a foot taller than everybody else on this stage.
Right.
Exactly.
And I'm obviously the odd man out here.
Mhm.
So imagine that every single day of your life. Like you don't know who to talk to about it because you don't know anybody else with it.
Yeah.
Um, and
It's,
it's
yeah.
building that sense of community and that support system. So we created a Facebook group specifically for PKU adults.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
fantastic. And we also recently, this will be our 3rd year, we do a PKU and other inborn errors of metabolism. We've opened it up, adult retreat before our family camp. So we just get to all go in there, all of our inborn errors of metabolism, even those rarer than PKU, which is fascinating to learn about.
Oh.
We go in, they throw us in a cabin at this summer camp, and we all cook together. We do movie nights, we go race each other on the go-karts. And it's fun because it's not about our disorder. It's about us being
Yes.
there together.
Right.
Exactly.
So, and that kind of kicked off why I wanted to do the
Yeah.
fundraisers.
Yeah.
Right.
Because it's one thing that it's like, okay, I'm doing something out in public that's not focused around food, that's not focused around how do I manage to either tell or not people tell not tell or to tell people
Yeah.
that I can't eat that burger, I can't eat those chicken nuggets, I have to eat a salad and fries.
Hmm.
So really going out and just building that community has been a really big impact, and focusing on the mental health of that isolation.
Yeah.
And then, going further into the journey of, okay, now I don't eat the same way of everyone on treatment. So now I'm kind of the outcast of my own community. So how do I deal with that?
Yeah.
So it's been evolving, and it's so much fun to see how it's evolved and the support it gets from inside the community and what other people are doing in the community. I have a friend who does a podcast that's called Metabolically Speaking with one of
Oh, I love
the low
that.
protein food companies. And it's so cool to see these younger people come up and I don't want to say follow in my footsteps, but to continue that legacy.
Yeah.
So it's like, I know there's still going to be something when I'm gone, that
Right.
this is going to continue going. And that's what I focused my year on is how can I build a legacy that's going to keep going after I'm gone?
Yeah,
How can
people
I
build on it.
move
Yeah.
this advocacy forward?
Exactly. Exactly.
I love it because I've never heard of and because this is my first time hearing it, I know it has to be important to be advocated for. And so thank you for utilizing your platform to advocate for such a personal but prioritized matter. I think one of the major things, because you're in Arizona and because our healthcare bill is at a all-time risk right now, you might can connect with your state representatives, your senator
Hmm.
in Arizona,
Yep.
and fight for
They've
that
gotten letters.
For
because
sure.
you guys are rare, because it's so rare, such a rare disease that it needs to be advocated for because
Absolutely.
if Medicare or medical the medical goes away, you won't have anything. And
Exactly.
you want
Right.
to be
Yeah.
able, yeah, you want to be able to have the resources available,
Hmm.
for those who are in need, and those who
Absolutely.
are coming behind you guys who get, who have that rareness as
Hmm.
so. Awesome. Thank you, ladies. I'm so excited because I know that each one of you sounds so passionate about your platform, and I know it's going to be something extremely, well thought out, planned, implemented. And so I wish you guys much success on your journey for your
Thank
platform.
you.
So we're going to do a little fun round before we wrap up.
Okay.
So, so this is just a quick answer. So whatever comes to mind when you think of this, answer that way.
Okay.
So, pageant glam or natural glam?
Pageant glam.
Pageant glam.
Okay,
Period. I'm
okay,
natural all the time.
okay.
Right. Yes.
See,
Pageant.
I would probably say natural because I think I always do it up for my makeup every
Okay.
day. I go to work every day, and it's almost like pageant glam to me. But at church, that's always like that. So, your favorite self care ritual? What's your favorite self care ritual?
Bubble
Crochet.
bath and a podcast.
Oh, I love
Oh,
a good podcast, girl.
when you say bath, that's me. I got to have my Calgon moment.
I
Oh,
have to crochet. I have to
I
crochet.
need I'm trying to figure out, like, I want one of those, like, trays that I can, like, set across the
oh,
bathtub
I
so I
have
can put
one.
my crocheting on it and
Do
crochet
it. Yeah,
while I'm
they
in
have
the
one on
bathtub.
Insta. They have one on Amazon, and it even has like a. You can even if you have a crochet bowl, you can put it inside. Like they have a little spot for you to up, and you
Oh.
can just
oh,
crochet without it even moving. Like you don't have to worry about the yarn moving.
yeah.
I
Yes.
gotta
Wine glass,
right now I'm working
wine
with, like, the
glass
big
holder.
Karen anniversary cakes, and I have them in, like, my old, like, take it back every
Yeah.
time, like, popcorn buckets, because
Yeah. Yeah. It's
I'm
so
like, I
big.
wonder if
That's
that
how
would
big it
pull
is.
out in
It
Um,
the bathroom.
might. It might.
Am I? We could try.
okay, so the song that instantly boosts your confidence. What is a song that instantly boosts your confidence?
Defying Gravity from
Oh,
Wicked.
that's a good
Okay.
one.
I
Mm,
listen to it all the time. I'm just like, I'm feeling down today. I need Alphaba to tell me that I'm amazing.
I know that's right. Um, I'm gonna have to say, I love that song. Ain't no stopping us now.
Yeah.
I love that
Yes.
song. Like when I'm in a, especially on Mondays, like at the beginning of the week.
Right.
Sometimes you just need like that Monday motivation,
Yeah.
right? Just to
Just
Monday
get
need
you in the
my
week.
some.
in. Yes.
Exactly. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't matter how I'm feeling. Anytime that song is on, I'm up dancing, having a good time.
I feel
Exactly.
like we can put in our group chat, like we need everybody to put in like their best Monday motivation song and like somebody
Yeah,
make a playlist.
we'll make a
Right.
Petite playlist for sure.
Let's do it.
Yeah. I think
Mhm.
be Jennifer Hudson got this on. I got this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
It made me feel like I can go climb a mountain.
I know that's right.
Hmm.
Got this. I got this.
I would have to say
Yes.
Queen by Todrick Hall is like my very, very close number two, like 1.5.
I
Yeah.
love Queen by Todrick Hall. Yes.
And then I have to go into if I have to go into my like urban songs, it would
Mhm.
have to be
Hmm.
Savage by Megan the Stallion.
Yes.
Yes.
Because sometimes you just
Of
got
course.
to let
You
the
just
music
got to.
sometimes be like, I'm that girl,
Yes.
Yes.
I'm about
meaningful.
Beyonce's that girl. I'm like, oh, anytime that song comes on, I'm like, you know what? You right, Beyonce. I am that girl. You right.
Yeah.
You were like,
You right.
you right. You
Savage.
right, Queen Bey.
You right, Queen
Also,
Bee.
Megan, like we're best friends now because you even know who Todrick Hall is. So
Well,
Yeah.
I've been watching Todrick Hall since he did the Target. The Target Beyonce. Yes, I'm a yes.
you're a Todrick stan. Oh, I
Yes.
don't have my
Yes.
I really
one of
Yes.
my
a
best
star
friends
about
used to be
Beyonce.
on Broadway with Todrick. So every time he comes, like we
Oh,
go.
what's DJ
And
up?
I got to eat Domino's with Todrick backstage after a show. I'm like, best day of my life.
Oh, awesome.
His shows are always sold out when they come to Chicago. I never get them on time. They're always
I'll
sold
let you know.
out.
I'll let you know and we'll get them
Please.
early.
Please. They're always sold out in Chicago. We love him. We love him in Chicago. We love him.
We will we will go. It's a date.
Okay.
Please.
Awesome. This summer we're gonna have some fun then.
Yes.
Yes, we are.
Okay, so one thing people will be surprised to know about you other than the crocheting and the Star Wars.
I am in a fantasy
Oh.
football league. I love
Me
football
too.
down.
I am a football girl, a
Go
football
Bears. We just
mom.
Yes,
missed the
football.
playoffs. Go Bears. Go
I'm
Bears.
missing playoffs right now.
Girl was not missing playoffs yesterday. I stayed up till midnight to finish watching the Bears
Yeah, the
absolutely
wild card.
dominate.
Wild card.
I love it.
Okay. Yes,
I
I am a
won my fantasy
football
football league
girl.
last year.
Yeah,
This
well,
was
we'll be
this
off
week
next
right
week.
here.
I got to catch the Eagles.
Yeah, I love
But
the Eagles too. I love the Eagles. But
yeah.
fantasy football league. And I was actually this is the first year I was allowed to be in my dad's league with his coworkers. They've been doing
Oh,
it for 30 years, and I'm the first woman to get in, and I won.
Yes.
awesome.
We
Yes,
love it so
love football.
much.
I love sports in general, but football, Bears, go Bears.
Yeah, that's me.
Duh, Bears.
The Bears, yeah, the Bears is the
I'm a
lockout
Bronco
for
girly.
I like the Broncos. I like the Broncos. I'm very surprised at them this year. They stepped it
I
up. They
was
that's
stepped it
right.
up.
shocked. I'm like, you
Man.
mean I can wear my Bronco sweatshirt and not get made fun of this year?
Yeah, they gagged me this year
What?
for sure. I was happy for
They
them.
are. That's great. I would say the thing that people would be surprised to know about me is I like the dark, spooky, like macabre kind of thing. Like I'm sitting here in a black blanket with like
Ooh.
skulls on it.
Okay.
So I'm like, if it's pink or black with glitter, it's there.
You like the
It's
sparkle,
the sparkles and the spooky.
the
Spooky
sparkle.
sparkles. I love it.
Awesome. So we're gonna before we wrap up, I'm gonna ask you a couple more questions. What advice would you give petite girls who feel overlooked or underestimated?
Don't because the fact that you are petite makes you different already. People are always going to look at you, and if you stand for something, then your petite size it shouldn't matter. You should always stand for that. Always be confident in who you are. And I can say it's easier said than done, but I say it to say, even if you don't feel it right now, still say it to yourself every day because you're eventually going to believe it. You may not be feeling your best one day, but if you keep saying, I don't want to do this, but I'm going to do it anyway because I got to do what I got to do to get where I want to be in life. You know, even if you have that. And then after a while, you're going to love it. You're going to love being petite. You're going to love being the odd one out, being the different one.
You're gonna
So
embrace it. Yeah.
embrace
Yeah.
being different. Being the same is so boring to me. Standing out makes you a queen, in my opinion.
You gotta let the weirdo light shine so you can find the other ones.
Exactly.
Oh,
Exactly.
I would say just keep being your authentic self. Like you said, that's what makes you special. That's what makes you different. Like you already
Yeah.
have that it factor
Mhm.
because you're petite. And I remember I was watching RuPaul's Drag Race, and he said, lean into that vulnerability, lean into that authenticity because that's where the magic is. And I was like,
Exactly.
you're right, Mama Ru. It is in the authenticity and the vulnerability.
Yeah, it is.
I'm always a advocate about people being the best version of themselves,
Mhm.
whether
Hmm.
right, wrong, or indifferent. If I used to tell my son, if you're gonna be wrong, be all the way wrong.
Exactly.
Yep.
Own it or whatever.
Right.
You know, be the best version of yourself. And
Exactly.
so that way when you're, nobody can take anything away from you when you're being the best version of yourself. And it's hard for people to try to imitate that as well.
Hmm.
Absolutely. So we're gonna wrap up here. I told you the hour goes by so fast.
Oh
It
man, it did.
does.
Like it's been
We're
an
having
hour
so much
already.
fun.
I know. I'm like, it's been an hour already. So
Gosh.
what do you
I feel like
want
we need to
people
get off and FaceTime right
I
after this.
know. Please can we make a chat?
be in the chat group? Yes. So one last thing, life after the crown. What's next for you after the Petite USA Organizational National Pageant in July?
I will actually be. That's crazy that I'm saying this out loud, thinking of the date. So I'm starting my second year of naturopathic medical school actually on Monday. So by the
Awesome.
time the petite pageant comes, I will be halfway through my second year. So after then, I'm going to be mainly focusing on boards because after that, I'm going to be getting into what we call our terrible triads. So taking neuroendo, neurophysiology, head and neck anatomy, things like that. So by the time the PT pageant comes, I'm going to be ready to be done with pageantry, at least for that week, only because school is going to start getting serious. And then after that, once I do the midterms, it's like, okay, I'm free flying again. So
Yes. Well,
just I guess midterms for that.
congrats on that.
I
Thank
love
you.
that.
Thank you.
And what about
I
you,
will
Lauren?
I will be starting to plan our wedding because we're like, what? Like I want to compete as a Ms again before I go into Mrs. I was like, I want to
Mhm.
focus on pageant. And he's like, absolutely. He's like, you should do that. So we drew like a timeline on our sliding glass door with whiteboard marker to figure out like where everything can go. Like, okay, we can start planning after Petite USA Nationals. So that's what we're doing.
We love a supportive fiance.
I know what I was gonna say. That's
Last
good
year he
support
wore
right there. Y'all,
Last year he
y'all
wore
writing a vision,
t-shirts with
make
my
it plain.
face on them.
Oh,
Y'all
Yeah, it
writing a
had like a
vision, make
collage of
it
my
plain.
headshots. It was great.
goals.
Yes. Yes, I love it. And that lets you know you have the right partner when y'all
Yeah.
can plan
I was
stuff.
like, it's like,
And
yeah, I'll keep you.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
awesome. Especially when he's a big supporter of Paget, because most
He's
people be
he's
like, oh my,
fantastic.
yes.
He's fantastic. He's so funny. He had a sign with my face on it. I'm like, you don't need a sign with my face on it. You have a shirt with my face on it. He's like,
Right,
I want both.
The
I'm like,
more the
okay.
merrier.
right, right.
And he had fun making friends with like the family sitting around him. He's like, okay, who are we yelling for? Yelling for this one? Okay.
Uh,
Well, I'm from the
It was,
South,
it
so
was so good.
I'm from the South, and so every time we go to like a football game or whatever, we have the cowbell. And so I tell my daughter, I want the cowbell noise.
period.
I need y'all to bring.
Last year they didn't let us have noisemakers
They
because
did.
he wanted an air horn.
Ah,
Uh, I
look, they better make sure they tell us up front because us
okay.
Southern people,
Okay.
I know we bring our
I
noise.
mean, if your family does, he will too, and be like, okay.
Look,
He's
my
like,
family's from the
they gonna
South
kick
too,
us all
girl.
out. It's fine.
My
Right,
family's from the South. I want to hear all the noise. I want to hear the
All
cowbells,
the
the yelling. I want to
noise.
hear it everywhere. I want to hear it all.
right.
My mom used to have like light up hand clappers so I could see her and hear her.
Oh wow.
I'm like, dang mom.
Yeah,
Oh, I love it.
yeah. I love it too. I was a football mom, so my son used to hear me like in the stands and people
Mm.
like,
Love that
you know,
so
I used to
much.
say
That's
stuff
so
like,
cute.
I'd be like, okay, get off that block. You need to, I need a sack or I need a such and
I'm
such to
the mother.
play defense.
That's
Mhm.
so fun.
Like,
That's
Mhm.
definitely gonna be me as a mom.
because
Give
I
me
can
that
see the
one.
frustration. Yeah, I can see the frustration with them. And I'll
Yeah.
say stuff in the stands and people like, he can't hear you. And then he'll sack somebody and he'll do a thumbs up like, I heard you, mom. I got
You're
you.
Yeah.
like,
Kind of thing. And I'll be like, he heard me.
yes, he
Heard
did.
me. He heard me. As a mom, I know he heard me.
Right.
He
I
heard
don't care
me.
if I'm in the
It's because
press
you use the
box. He
mom
gonna hear me.
voice.
Exactly.
He
Exactly.
mama's
He
voice.
gonna hear mom over anybody. It can be 10,000 people in the crowd. He gonna know his mama's voice.
Absolutely.
Right.
hmm
Right. So
Especially the
ladies,
football moms.
yeah,
Yes.
look, I'm a big advocate. That's how I started with the sisterhood, the motherhood. I was like, there's no hood better than the motherhood.
I
And
know that's right.
I
so we
love
started
that
with the
so
football moms
much.
club and all that kind of stuff. And then it birthed
Cute.
Chit Chat Pod. And so so all of that, have came about because of that. So I'm always an advocate of women being together, unified, because we're so much better and stronger together. So
Agreed.
Absolutely.
yes. So ladies, this concludes our time on Queendom. But I
Okay.
answer one thing before you leave. What do you want people to remember about your reign?
Oh,
That it was fun.
yeah.
Like, yeah, it's a
I
lot
had
of
fun.
work. Yeah, we do, the crowns and the sashes and the gowns, but
Mm-hmm.
that's really only like one day of
Right.
Right.
our reign. It's all
Yeah.
the work we put in, like behind the scenes in the off season in our community with our platforms, and we make it fun.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. I have to say, that people knew that I was being myself. I'm not here to make everybody happy, but I'm here to make a difference. And I just want people to like me if they like me. And if they don't, I mean, it is what it is. I'm not here to be liked. I'm here to be an advocate. I'm here to be someone who can push people and hear, people to get, their voice out. And if some people don't like that, I mean, it's all right. Some people gravitate towards other things and I'm totally fine with that. But just know I was always myself, regardless.
I
Right.
love that.
And that's the only thing we can do is be the best versions of ourselves
Hmm.
and advocate for the things that we're passionate about.
Yeah.
So, I celebrate that. I celebrate, our confidence. I celebrate the conversation that, each of our platforms and our backgrounds bring up. And I celebrate women walking boldly in their purpose.
Yes.
So, this is what, Chit Chat Pod does. It brings a platform so that everyday woman get to utilize her voice. Chick stands for creating her inner courage. So whatever it is that's birthing in you, that it is coming out of you, so you're walking boldly in your purpose. And so I want to thank you guys for being, the two starters from the organization that started the interview. There'll be others that come on Sundays, next Sundays, and the Sundays after.
Can't
So
wait.
support them. And as well, I shared this in our group, so they'll be able to go back and watch it if they didn't catch the pod,
Yay.
Oh,
whatever.
yay.
And you guys will be able to share it to your page or whatever.
Yeah.
Your
Perfect.
followers will be able to see your interview today. But thank you
Oh,
so
thank
much.
you.
Well, thank
And if
you
there's
for having
anything that I
us.
can do or Chit Chat Pod can do to help advocate your platform, please reach out. We will be more than willing to do that for you guys. And
Yeah.
did not let this be the last time that you guys ever visit Chit Chat Podcast. You guys are part of the pod family now, so you guys
Yes.
can visit us. We're
Thank you so
live each
much.
day at 5 unless it's a holiday.
Okay, I'll be there. Huh?
I
Me
know.
too.
Again, thank you, ladies. I'll give you guys an opportunity to say some closing remarks and then we'll close up.
See you in Chicago.
Uh,
Yes.
yes.
So excited.
I
It's
can't
gonna
wait
be
for you
great.
guys to come. I'm so excited. All my sisters are coming. I can't wait, you guys. I can't wait.
And
I can't wait.
if you saw Megan, this is her social media. Jada has posted her social media handles, so you get to follow Megan. So that way you can follow her journey and follow her platform, the things that she's passionate about as well. So, Megan Dyer.
Thank you. I'm so excited. You guys follow my Instagram page, my pageant page, and my personal. You can follow both. And then TikTok, Instagram, whatever you want. I'm there. Just see what it's about. Just showing the life of Chicago girl and trying to be a mom and advocate.
I
Awesome. We
love
love
it.
it. And
And y'all
Lauren,
need to come to Arizona to get all in your
Jesus.
spa days and everything before we go to Chicago.
Yes.
yeah,
Yes, that might actually be a plan. I have a conference
That's
in Arizona for the
fun.
Naturopathic Student Association. I think we're going down there to visit one of the schools. So I might be able to do
Perfect.
some. Yeah.
Let's do
let me
it. Let's
know.
do it.
Yes. So this
Yes.
is Lauren's information, social media information. So if you need to look at
Yes.
that,
Follow on.
gorgeous.
I know.
Love your hair.
Love it.
Oh,
This is my favorite hair I've ever had in my whole life. Like
the
she did
red
it and
is
I was just like,
I
my
love it on you.
hair.
I
I love
love that color on you. That
Thank
beautiful
you.
red. Oh,
yes.
I showed her a picture of Miss Oklahoma USA. I'm like, I want it to look like this. She's like, done.
the red is gorgeous on
And
you.
it's
The
so
red,
fun.
yeah.
It's
You look
so
natural.
fun. I love it. Thank
I
you.
loved it. I loved it. So, Lauren, if you want to go ahead and give your social media info so that if there's anybody want to follow
Yes.
you, ask you questions about the platform.
Facebook, Instagram. I have my title holder accounts on there. Um, Starting to be active on TikTok, which is very exciting. That was part of my goals for my reign was to do more like
Thank
fun
you.
social media interaction.
Yeah.
My you can follow my personal Instagram as well. It is mostly dog pictures. My dog, you can also follow my dog's Instagram.
Right?
He's tagged in a lot of my title holder posts because he is Doggo, Arizona.
Okay.
Hey, dog,
And
Arizona.
yes.
I love it.
So yeah, I've been doing a lot of advocacy. I'm gonna do better this year about taking pictures at PKU camp because I'm always awful about it because I'm too busy on the water slides and mini golf course and stuff. But I'm gonna do better to take pictures this year. So we'll have those, and that is in June. So that's gonna be right before we go to nationals. So I'm gonna be fresh out of the Oregon desert when we go to
Yeah.
nationals.
Awesome. Exciting. Well, I don't know if you guys been tracking the peace walk that the monks been on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So they're in the South Carolina going into North Carolina area. So they'll be their route is to DC, their final destination. And so they'll be coming my route way. So,
Really?
yeah, so I'm so
That's cool.
excited about that. So I'm trying to get an opportunity to get
Yeah.
a photo op with them. Um,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I am presenting them with some items, for
wonderful.
their trip
Yeah.
and some goodie bags from Chit Chat Podcast as well.
Mm,
But I'm super excited that they're doing this peace
Yeah.
walk because
It's
we're in
amazing.
time. Yes, we're in an important time because I'm getting ready to transition as well from the federal government into retirement. I think a lot of this that we're seeing transpiring or whatever is highly important, especially with their final walk in DC and
Yeah. Yeah.
being there at the Capitol
Yeah.
there. So if you're watching it, pay
Hope I
attention.
see you on there.
Yeah, I know. So hopefully I get the photo op with them, and then I'll be able to.
mhm.
They'll post it with their photo op stuff, and then
Yeah.
I'll be post it as well when they.
Huh.
So I don't want to miss them. I've been like tracking them, like
Yeah.
stalking, tracking.
Exactly. Exactly. Me too. I'm like, they're not even coming to Chicago. I just want to know where they are.
Right. I'm like, oh my God. Then they have a dog with them. So I'm getting doggy snacks for the dog.
Oh, I love it.
So I'm trying to make sure we just take care of all of them. But that would be my opportunity to be able to interact with them when they come. But yeah, Chit Chat Podcast, we're forever open. We're on Sundays live at 5, and we give an opportunity to advocate for breast cancer awareness, domestic violence. So all of those things are concerning women. We want to make sure we highlight and prioritize because what concerns women concerns us. and we're a united front. So iron sharpens iron. And
Yep.
so we have to make sure that we kind of motivate, inspire, encourage each other
Yes.
to do the things that we necessarily need to do. Because this might be my story today and somebody else's story tomorrow.
Exactly. Yep.
We want to make sure that we're utilizing this platform to help somebody along the way.
Absolutely.
But thank you.
Thank you so
Ladies.
much
I
for
can't
having
be
us.
in
Thank
Chicago
you for
in
having me.
July.
Can't
Yeah,
wait.
So excited.
yeah, the Queen State, the Windy City. So we'll be there on July. If you're interested in checking out the national pageant for us, for all the divisions for the Petite USA, it will be mid-July 8th through the 11th. Are the dates in Chicago for the Petite USA Pageant Organization, or you can go to the Petite USA Organization page on social media. I think they're on Instagram, Facebook. I'm not sure what else, but check out their page. You'll have information I'm providing for there, and you'll be able to check us out and see how you can view the pageant as well in July. So, ladies, thank you again. Good luck to you guys.
Thank you. Good luck to you. Wow.
I know. Thank you. I can't wait to see everybody in person. I'm a hugger.
Me too.
Me too.
South, kind of South, so I'm the one to say hun and sweet and hey, sweetie, hun, all that kind of stuff, and I give you hugs. So don't take it personal or whatever, but that's what we do. But thank you guys so much for being a part of the podcast today, and I hope you guys have a blessed rest of your week and rest of 26.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. So this is our episode on our podcast family. So thank you guys for tuning in this week. Tune in next week as we continue some of our queens of the Petite USA Organization. So we'll see you guys next week. Bye.